Hey guys, Chris here. All right, today we're going to try to tie up some midges. So basically, it's little size 22 little midges. Great for blueing olive hatches, great for any time of your winter, spring, little midge. A lot of fun to fish, very, very small fly. All right, so let's go through, let's get a hook in the vise. So like I said, size 20. So tiny, tiny, tiny dry fly, but real easy to tie. So get the hook in there. So some of the materials. So gray, strong hackle. So this is going to be our tail material. And then for the body, I'm going to use white thread. You can use olive, you can use dun, gray, any of those colors work great. So for the hackle, I'm using grizzly hackle. So you can buy a cape. The nice thing about the cape is you have all kinds of different sizes that you can pick from, but the real thing about this fly is the size. So when you buy your hackle, you can also buy them these packages. So you can see like this one's basically saying, hey, size 18 hooks, buy them for 20s, but they got to be really small for this fly. So a good example is that's my hackle for this particular one. So let's get started. All right, so let's get our string on the hook. So I'm going to take this down, basically down to the point of the hook. Let me get this out a little bit further. And then I'm going to get my tail material. So for my tail, I'm going to basically snip off about 10 fibers, 10 to 12, whatever, just get a clump. Now to size this, what I'd like to do is basically you want from the eye to the hook, that's going to be your tail basically. So I'm going to pinch that. So basically just lay it in there at a 45 and give it a loose wrap and it'll kind of pull it right over on the top for you. So as you wrap back, there's my tail. So clean up the rest of this material. Keeping in mind, it's small fly, so less amount of wraps as possible. So basically just gonna move my thread up to the top. Now I'm gonna take my hackle, my grizzly hackle, and I'm gonna basically just strip off the bottom section here. So I just have that little piece hanging out. So I'm gonna strip off all the fibers so that I have something hanging out there. So see that? So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to capture this right there at the eye of the hook. So I'm going to tie that in tight and then I'm going to take my thread and get it on the other side. So as I wrap this around, it's going to push that thread backwards. And this will keep me from crowding that eye too bad. So the idea here is, so start your wraps. So try to start them right there next to the eye. And then start working your way back. And you can stay tight. You don't have to go down very far, but I don't know, 5-6 wraps. Get you a nice little clump there. Basically, and then hold it up. Make sure that's good and tied in. What's nice about tying it backwards like this is now you can clean up the back of the fly. So as you can see, I've got a couple hanging out, so turn those off. And now I can take my thread back down the hook and make sure I have a nice clean thorax on that fly. So once I get that back up to the hackle, I'm just going to whip finish from here. 3, 4. Try not to capture any of your hackle. Give that a good tug. And snip off. And that is the little midge that I've been catching a bunch of them over in South Boulder Creek. So to fish that dude, it's really tiny, really hard to see. So I'll either put something high vis in the front of it, either like a Griffin's gnat with a little hot spot, or throw a bigger fly on. And then basically just tail off 1 or 2 of these behind there, separated by 12 inches or so, and have a ball. They've been biting really good. All right, guys, good luck. All right, bye.